It's 11 minutes after 7. Let's talk about National Mathematics Day. I've got Professor Sichofa Enyanam Anku, who is Professor of Mathematics and President of the Ghana Mathematics Society, joining us. It's always a privilege hosting you because maths, for me, is a difficult subject. For quite a good number of people, it's a difficult subject. But you talk about it with such ease. You make maths look like really, really simple. Good morning to you, and thanks for being here today.
Good morning, Maui. How are you?
I'm very good.
Good.
How have you been?
God has been very faithful, a lot of grace, so we keep on.
Sure.
Yes.
Even though you say maths is that simple and easy, our children continue to still fail in maths.
It is true. Many are failing. Especially last year, 2015, the results have been very, very terrible. If I can say this, for example, they entered 86,000 students for elective mathematics. And 46,000 got straight F. And the rest 40,000 were sharing the A's and B, the D's, Straight F was 46,000. Which is not acceptable. Not at all. It's very, very terrible. And we've got to do something about it because, you see, we at the Ghana Mathematics Society, we believe that everything we do contains mathematics. That's why you see our theme for this year is mathematics everywhere. The use of mathematics for national education and development. I will explain this as we go along.
But what is the problem? Have we been able to diagnose?
There are many factors contributing to what is happening. One of the factors, the teachers themselves. Because some do not understand the mathematics they are teaching. And many of them either failed mathematics and they were pushed into becoming teachers of mathematics. So they put the fear inside the students. Doesn't mean there are not good mathematics teachers. There are some very good ones. But many are part of the problem. The students are also part of the problem. These days, because of social media, they don't have time to spend studying mathematics. They do so many other things apart from studying mathematics. And you see, I can tell you a personal story. I was teaching somebody mathematics, a lady, one-on-one, face-to-face. And I was explaining things to the lady. And she was nodding her head. And I was getting excited. The lady was understanding what I was saying. Then I asked her a question on the very things I was teaching. And I realized that she got it wrong. And I was kind of confused. How come? After all that I said, then I drew nearer to her only to find a cable from her pocket into her ear.
She was
listening to music, FM music. And she was nodding her head on the beat of the music, not the mathematics I was teaching her. So that can tell you the extent to which they don't seem to care about it because somebody is there to provide everything for them. So they don't care, you see. So that's part of the problem.
So why don't we just stop learning mathematics then?
We can't stop learning mathematics because I've told you mathematics is everywhere. And the other thing I have to say is that, you see, the principles and methods of mathematics ensure the efficiency of everything we do. Of everything we do. I'll show you so many as we go along. And you see that because, you see, we are neglecting mathematics. Look at Ghana. Many things are very shoddy. Many things are shoddy in Ghana. We don't do them well. We want to go to New York, want to go to London. We like there. But behind all those things that we see, it's mathematics. That's all. It's mathematics. We can break it down for you to see everything is mathematics. But we are neglecting it because, you see, the way we teach it makes people feel, because it is not related to real life. We think it is something abstract dropping out of space. We don't relate it to, what things we go through every day. That's why I wrote this book, Mathematics Everywhere.
Yeah.
You see, for people to see that whether you are a beautician, you are, a newscaster, broadcaster, journalist, whatever, a driver, a pastor, an athlete, whoever, you use mathematics. And our point is that you must know those principles and methods of mathematics that relate to what you do, so that you do them well.
Okay. Let's bring the conversation a bit closer because this is an election year.
Yeah.
You have a certain theory how we can use mathematics in this election year or during the elections.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Yes. You see, there are, like I said, there are some principles and methods of mathematics that we need to understand and use. Look at election 2012. What happened? After elections, we went to court. We spent 8 months in court and billions of cedis. To me, they were just wasted. Let me tell you why. You see, there is a simple, concept, something like there is a fundamental theorem of mathematics. That fundamental theorem is a very simple question. How many? If you want to delve into answering how many, you see most of mathematics depends on this how many. The answer to how many is counting. To count, you must develop number systems. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So when you go voting, what do? You count people. And then I remember 2012, when they were counting the votes, I heard somebody counting 13, 14, 15, 17, 18. But if you are listening to it, if you are not very careful, you don't see the mistake in it.
Yeah.
But you missed one, and that one is somebody's vote. Can make a difference. Very serious difference. You see, so because we don't know how to count properly, we went to court. It's all because of counting. We take it as trivial. It is not trivial. It costs us a lot of man hours, a lot of dollars, a lot of city, whatever. Apart from that, I was going to show you something like this. If you see this very carefully. Now, this was an issue that happened 2012 again between Joy FM reporter and one political party. You see, somebody announces 5,268. 5,268. The person goes to record 5,286. All the digits are there. 5 is there, 2 is there, 6 is there, 8 is there, in all of them. But there is a concept we call in mathematics called place value. You see? So if I say this, 5,268, and you're going to record 5,286, you have added 18 marks, 18 votes to somebody's vote, just because of the wrong interpretation of what I said. And it's place value concept of mathematics. You see? So because of that, you are going to give somebody 18 marks, which the person doesn't deserve. So you go and argue. How many people are in this constituency? How come you get this many votes, but it doesn't add up to the number of votes on the register? It's all because of place value misuse, which we take for granted, but it's very, very serious. If you go to the banks, you see many people, when they have to fill in a check, you have to write the amount in figures, amount in words. Wahala. Many cannot reconcile the two. You see, it's all place value mathematics, which you must understand.
Sure.
So I'm imploring all the politicians, the leaders, whatever, for this year, they must make sure those who are going to count can count.
Okay.
Those who are going to add can add. Those who are going to interpret what the reporters are telling them, or the police, whatever, is going to announce the results. If they announce 5,268, write 5,268. Don't go and write 5,286. So you must get people with mathematics background to be able to do this properly,
Sure.
so that we don't go to that nightmare again.
Okay.
At all.
Sure.
That's about it.
All right. But it's interesting how the National Mathematics Day falls on Valentine's Day. What's the connection? What's the link? What do you want the youth to learn?
Yes. You know, we talk of Valentine's Day, and we're driving all the youth to something. We tell them to fall in love. You can't fall in love because falling connotes disaster. Falling. Take the dictionary. it connotes disaster. How can you fall in love? It's wrong. And he said, love is blind. I remember last time we were asking somebody. Yeah, I was watching you, listening to you. I was going to call him, but I didn't. He asked him whether love is blind. He said, love is blind. Love is not blind. Love has got eyes. You see, there's only one person who knows love. That's the God whose son is Jesus. I was say Jesus is love. God is love. They understand what love is. Has Jesus got eyes? Is Jesus blind? He's not blind. You can see. So love can see. Love can eat. Has got mouth. Must be fed. You see, love is a conscious effort of actions you take to seek the welfare of the person you say you love. That's what it is. It's not any other things, because we play with so many things which borders on lust. And we say love. It's not love. You see, when God loved, he took a conscious action to give somebody for a welfare. Our welfare, that means salvation. Yeah. So we are making a mistake of portraying love anyhow. So we say on Valentine's Day, which everybody is misusing, we want the youth to focus on showing love to mathematics. They should do that consciously. It's not by way of being blind or falling in love with it. No. Show the love to mathematics by consciously choosing to study mathematics and see its relevance to everyday life activities.
Okay.
That's what we're asking for.
Sure.
Yes.
Is there a special activity on that day?
Yes. We have sensitized all our reps in all the 10 regions, in all the schools, that they should have activities involving quiz, symposia, debates, cleanup, march past, whatever, to sensitize the community to the importance of mathematics.
Okay.
So some of them are listening right now as we're talking to you.
So is this happening on Saturday or on Sunday?
But we say it should happen on Saturday, because Sunday is 14th, which people may go to church, do other things. So they should do it on Saturday,
okay,
13th.
All right.
Normally we do it every 14th.
All right.
It's nationwide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just read 2 messages related to this, and then you give us your last say on this. Mama V, it's true. A lot depends on the teachers. If students will pass mathematics, from a personal experience, I was flirting with C and B all through secondary school, but I met one Edmond Utsi-Boateng in the university, and my maths was never the same. He understood what he was teaching, and so it was easier for him to impart. But some of the maths teachers we have around here, ninja concepts and that's from MD Kwesi Ima in Akosombo. Thanks for that message. Okay. So what will be the last word that you leave us on this National Mathematics Day?
The last word is, we have a congress coming up on the 4th of March, where we are inviting professionals to come and tell us how they use mathematics in their professions.
Okay.
If you're interested to know that, Uncle Ebo White is coming. Come and tell us how he uses mathematics in his
place.
Yes, his place. Then Mary Gansa will be coming to come and show us how mathematics is used in singing and music. We are gathering professionals all over, and they are coming. Okay. So apart from that, we are undertaking a study of those who have failed the mathematics, who have got 9. About 150 for core mathematics, 150 for elective mathematics. From May, we are going to come out with the announcements. They should come. We want to provide them with some surgical, whatever methods, to see that they can also pass. Because we don't believe that, we believe that everybody can do mathematics.
Sure.
So those who are failing, no, they should not fail. So come and interact with us, and we'll show you that you can pass, because we have had a situation where people have gotten F. They come to us for 3 months to go and get A. Very easy. So this interaction is on the 4th of March? Yes, the one for the Congress is 4th of March. We are inviting everybody. You can come. I'm not throwing invitation. So the first, I want you to be there. Leave us with the phone number, so that I know you're expecting a response. Yes. I'll look at the calendar and see what's up on the 4th. Is it a working day? It's a Friday. Yes, it's a Friday. Yes. From what time? We are starting from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. But from 7:30, I can't be there. No, you can come after that. You can come after that. Please leave us a phone number just before you go. You can call me on 020 812-5033.
Okay.
Or go to my website, www.ghana-mathematics-society, as one word, .org. You see so many things we do, and there's a space for registration online if you want to join us.
All right. Okay. This person says, Mama, please extend my greetings to your guests. I enjoy his talk on love. Let him tell them more about love. This is from Bambakia Samed from BC. Thank you very much for your message. And thank you, Prof, for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to see you and to host you. Professor Sichofor Enyenam Anku is a professor of mathematics and the president of the Ghana Mathematics Society. Stay with us. We've still got a lot more coming your way.